already. Hi, and welcome back. Welcome back, baby, to CCTV. Somewhere in the upper stratosphere of the hills of Los Angeles, California. You know us. We know you.
There's been a lot of locales that have kind of shown off the, right? Like
the scenery.
The scenery, yeah, from the top.
Try and get a sense
so
for
beautiful.
There's a lot of, there's a lot of range to the LA environment. Here we are, about to get on a plane in about, I don't know, what, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours?
From now?
From now.
4 10 hours.
And then 4 10 hours. Heading off to London, RTX London. If you want to place this recording on the timeline in your mind, that's where we're at right now.
You know it's September 11th.
It is September 11th.
It's
Good.
Trending too. Like
September
it was trending this morning.
It was trending on September 11th too.
Yeah.
The original September 11th.
Yeah. Wait, what?
What a weird coincidence.
Really?
Yeah.
What an odd coincidence.
Was Twitter a thing back then?
No.
It was just, the old way of trending, being on the news.
Has it trended every year since?
Probably.
Since Twitter was a thing? Yeah?
Yeah, I bet.
Think so?
I bet.
It's not September
every...
11th when people are watching this episode, but
Right.
But still,
it is feeling
I want people to know the fear that is going into this trip because of that. I mean, it's trending. It's going to give people ideas.
Let's talk about your fears.
They didn't have ideas until they're like, oh, whoa, people are talking about this?
It might have reminded somebody when they went on Twitter today. They checked the fucking trending tab and boom, there you go. I'm just saying.
Hopefully that was a little too late to put any plans in motion. When they saw that, really, some guy who didn't have his shit together was like, oh, fuck, I was supposed to fucking do something? September? Oh, fuck. It's not going to happen. Well, yeah, hopefully you're not watching this in the future as the memorial episode of CCTV. That would
Jesus.
really be a drag. But, we do care. We want to go and see you guys in London. So, putting ourselves at risk.
How bad? Do you think it's going to be a lot of people? Do you think it's going to be, like, crazy?
RTX London?
Yeah.
I don't have any sense for it, to be honest with you.
I couldn't find any numbers.
When we went into Sweden and did like a meetup there, I honestly didn't think it's like, oh, Sweden's not gonna have like that many. We were there like all day signing stuff. I was really, really surprised that there was that many people that traveled to it was like a torn down bank or something like that, the location. It was a weird location. It was just like in the lobby of like an area, and there were so many people that came. So I don't know. I mean, I guess you'd be surprised if there's people that are traveling even like a couple hours away, since it'll probably be their one shot to, I guess, go to something like this.
Well, England's not really that big, right? In like retrospect. So it's like you probably would have people traveling outside of England.
It's very easy to do a little
countries.
Plane hop from Scotland if you wanted to. Very easy.
Especially since like we don't do a lot of international stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if people came out to see you guys. Me, I'm fucking just chilling.
You don't do any international flights
No.
at all.
No.
I think that's the wild card for sure, is that it's not, unlike PAX, where you might be like, whatever, I'll see him next year. This is probably the only time we're going to England.
I'll just do the domestic stuff, PAX East, PAX West. James can do the international stuff,
No. That's not my liberty, and I don't want that. I don't want that obligation.
He's going on record. This is the only time we're going to be in England. So hope you didn't blow it. And then I'm going to drag him to Australia one time.
Just do everything one time.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'll take it.
It might be nice though. I mean, Germany I did twice, and like it was kind of probably by the first time I went to Germany, like I got pretty homesick like real quick. Like it like hit me right away. But it was because I didn't have anything to do. I guess like we just went for Gamescom. So like other than the event itself, there wasn't really anything else going on, even though we went to like the zoo and stuff like that, went sightseeing, all that shit. But like,
is this Germany?
Yeah, the first time I went to Germany. But then the second time I went to Germany was also Gamescom, but it was more of like a Microsoft thing. And for some reason that was a little bit easier. In Sweden also I didn't have like any issues, but I liked Sweden like so much that I would be like, I would go back to Sweden. So I don't know if this is going to be one of those cases or not. If
I can't remember. You have been?
Really nice.
You have been to London, or you have not?
No,
No,
first
you
time.
have. So I'm the only person that's been. It's
Yeah.
your first time, your
never
first
been.
time, and Jacob's first
Yeah.
time. Cool. Last
Is
time
it nice or? Because I mean, we were texting Dex about meeting up with him, and at first he was like saying over there is shit, but then
Like,
you gave him
where we're
yeah,
staying?
you gave him the exact position of where we were, and then he was like, oh, that wasn't too bad. That's not too bad. But when he heard like London, the first pitch was like, that's shit. It's shit down
He
there.
lived in London for a bit,
Yeah,
but
but
Where does he
it is
live
Dex,
now?
so I'm trying to figure out is it.
He
It's a
strikes.
big city.
he's-
All of London is not shit. It's like, where did he go in London, you know?
it's South
just-
London. He said, I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I don't want to give like all this everywhere Dex lives.
Yeah, dox him.
You know.
Well,
He strikes me as someone who would be suited to metropolitan life, so that's why it's confusing to me. Like now, is he like in the Hobbit?
I think he lives out in like the
Somewhere?
boonies, more on
The
like in like the
countryside?
countryside of out there. Yeah.
Because he did invite us. He's like, "Oh, come on out, and we'll make you a home cooked meal or whatever."
He's always talked about the
sounds
fucking Yorkshire, whatever puddings or whatever.
Yorkshire puddings?
Yorkshire puddings.
Yorkshire
or,
pudding?
I don't know what the fuck. I can't pronounce
You know
it.
what that is?
It's like a.
It's like a pastry.
It's
and
not a pudding.
Well, it's like a pastry, and it's kind of like more doughy in the middle, and it puffs up real big on
Yeah.
the sides. I'm gonna get one of
He
those.
talked a lot. He talked a lot about those when he was out here. So maybe try one of those. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to influence you one way or another. I want you to go in blind. So why don't you guys talk about the things that you want to experience? What do you think you want to do on this trip? What are you excited to do?
That was
when you
it.
get- That was it. You're gonna eat.
Can't wait for my Yorkshire
Well,
pudding.
that'll be very easy, I think,
That
to
was
accomplish
it.
your
What
goals.
about the London Eye? Go see the London Eye.
I do want to go in the London Eye. I want to take James in the Ferris wheel because he said he hates heights, and I think that'll be really
Wait,
fun.
what? No, don't say that. Why would you? Now people are gonna expect it. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Excuse me?
We told Patreon that's where the meetup
That's
is.
not
That's,
gonna
the
happen.
meetup is in one of the
I don't
pods
go
on
on
London
fucking
Eye.
Ferris wheels.
Why
Ferris
Why do
wheels.
Ferris wheels frighten you?
Because they're high.
Yeah, but this one's
They
like
get
you're
high.
inside of a
And-
pod, though.
Yeah, but they stop at the top. If you're the unlucky soul that it stops at the top for you, like, and you're in my position, you're fucked up there. What are you gonna? You have like a little panic attack inside this little cage, and it's not
He'll be
good.
He'll be fine.
Who's gonna fucking be in there with me?
Do you
All
do
of
any
us.
rides?
You can't do all. You can't.
Because I feel like the
they-
Ferris wheel
Yeah,
is
they're
so
huge.
Right there.
It's bigger than the one in Vegas, I think. And the one in Vegas, you have 30 people in a pod, and there's a bar in there.
Okay, well, I didn't go in fucking one in Vegas either. I don't fucking go on any of them.
Well, it'll be fine.
That doesn't help
He'll
me
have
at
a good-
all.
He'll have a good time. He thinks he's gonna be alone in the big pod.
I don't
Freaking
know.
out.
I have no idea. I don't want to do it.
So if
We're on a ski lift and that fucking terrifies me. And that was I was like attached
ski
to the
lift?
pole.
we're talking about the Colorado mountains.
Yeah, I was on that ski lift and I was hugging the fucking edge because I didn't want to fucking I didn't want to look down. And it got stuck up there. It stopped for a minute.
because they were loading people on. You know, like
It's terrifying.
so you'll do it as long as someone else is in there with you. You just
I
don't-
never
you don't
even
wanna be
said
in
that either. No, I don't have any
doesn't it take like an
prerequisites.
hour to go around?
Yeah, it's
So
like
if you
there's-
It's
guys go-
that big? It's that long?
It's huge. Yeah, the one
That's
in
too
Vegas
long
is
to
like
ride a
40
Ferris
minutes.
wheel.
Yeah, like what am I gonna do?
That's boring. I'm more worried about being bored than scared. An hour to go.
I bet they have ones with bars in them too.
How can it be?
15 minutes is the most amount of time you need to be on a Ferris wheel ever.
How can you have a bar in the pod?
Yeah,
How can you have a bar in the pod?
they're huge.
How can you have a bar in the pod?
There's a bartender in the pod with you.
In Vegas,
Like
there are.
drinks and
No,
shakes her.
I don't think.
Like 64.
I'll have to show you guys this later
How's
because
that
you guys
possible?
don't understand this concept. I think
Yeah, I don't.
of the.
Well, it's an alien concept. I don't think most people.
I also don't
are like,
research the
"Ferris
lore of
wheels."
Ferris wheels.
Oh yeah, you can
at
drink.
all.
I'll
Yeah.
show you guys.
The
I'll show you guys later,
That's
and like
lost
you'll get it.
Okay.
But I'd like to take. I'd like for us to go do that.
Here's the thing. You probably have your own little agenda of like you want to go shopping in the cobblestone roads. Here's who you're traveling with: James Wilson, Jacob.
Dude, don't hit her
And
with the
me.
reality like before she gets on the flight.
Yeah, before we're there.
She's like,
No, I know.
Buckingham
The thing is, like,
Palace
there are
and,
things
like-
that I had thought about that I wanted to do, and I do realize, like,
I'll go shopping with you.
he's
I
like,
won't buy anything, but I'll go shopping.
okay, we got one on board.
Mm-hmm.
But no, like, yeah, I just want to go to like a bar, like a pub, and
A bar?
yeah, like
That's your big plan?
I want to go to like a real British pub. I want to have some good British food.
Like
and,
what?
Like I want to have a.
Fish and chips.
I do actually. I want to try fish and chips, and I'm not a big fish person, but I want to have some like authentic British fish and chips, and
You're not a big anything person.
I want to have a Scotch egg because I really like those, and you know.
You're not going to be in
Some other
Scotland.
No, but that's a real British thing.
It's called Scotch.
Egg. Yeah.
So we
Not
don't go to
Scottish.
Scotland.
It's
Why
not
don't you, if you want
It's not a Scottish egg.
What's Scotch? What do you think Scotch means?
I can't remember the story origin of the Scotch egg.
You're telling me a Scotch egg has no origin in Scotland?
I don't know for sure, but I don't think
But
so.
you think, like, what do you think Scotch means?
Tape? Scotch tape.
This is a lot of time invested on this Scotch egg.
It's
That's
just
because he
trivia.
just likes to bully me.
Yeah, sometimes I just like to ask questions. I'm just curious what people's
What are
mindsets
you
are.
curious about seeing there?
I'm curious who our first sponsor is for this week's CCTV.
Who is it?
Good news. I don't even have to look because they're on my butt right now. It's MeUndies. You know MeUndies? Maybe you've heard of MeUndies. Guess what? I'm getting on a
I've heard of
10-hour
MeUndies.
flight today, and I said, you know what? I want to be comfortable in my MeUndies, so let me just pull these bad boys up. Didn't even ride up. That seemed like a real wedgie, but it wasn't.
Wow.
I'm gonna have my boys well provided for on this long flight. James, what are you wearing today?
I'm wearing the one pair of MeUndies that I
Here
got.
we go. Here it comes.
Whoa.
It's the
Wow.
the one based on the
Take a
dogs.
look at that.
It's based on the dogs of the MeUndies office. How fun is that? They took all their little office pets and turned them into a print.
I
very
only got
cool.
one pair. Can you please send me more?
You've heard us talk about MeUndies a million billion times, but why are we so obsessed with them? It's as simple as this. When we wake up in the morning all groggy, we actually get excited to go to the underwear drawer and pick out which undies we want to wear for the day. It's like our own little secret, knowing we're wearing a fun, crazy print when we go into work. That's like your little secret.
It's my little
You
secret.
got a bunch of little dogs.
I
in
got
your
all their
pants.
dogs on my bumpkus and my crotchal region. It's
Kind of like a
great.
kink, honestly.
Yeah.
That's like too much of a secret.
Your dogs are on my crotch.
Here's why MeUndies are the best underwear. They use a micromodal fabric, which is a full 3 times softer than regular cotton. They release multiple fun prints each month and matching socks and bralettes. You can even get a matching pair with your partner. And there's that 100% satisfaction guarantee. You're gonna love these undies, but if you're not into it, just send them back for a full refund. Now, MeUndies just launched a brand new membership. You can level up your top drawer with new undies each month. Members gain access to exclusive prints that no one else can get. They get special member pricing on every product MeUndies makes, and you can switch styles or skip any month you want. So, you know, you can get a membership, buy a whole bunch, fill up that top drawer. Maybe you want to take it easy, take it slow. You're like, all right, give me 1 per month. I'm gonna slowly.
I've been
Pick and
tempted to
choose.
just buy a big box outright.
Me too, actually, honestly. Especially now that they're such a, you know, a heavy sponsor of us. I'm like, it's time to replace some old ones. What kind do you like? You like the boxer style?
Just normal boxers, yeah.
You like the boxer brief, and I'm more of a trunks guy. Kind of like it's kind of like a boxer brief, just a little shorter, because I don't like it when they come down to here and they ride up a little bit. That's just me. That's just my preference. You like girl
like
underwear,
traditional,
so that's
like
fun.
You like girl underwear.
To get 15% off your first pair, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/CCTV. Let me spell that for you. That's MEUNDIES.com/CCTV. That's 15% off, free shipping, satisfaction guaranteed. We love MeUndies. You know, it's like the mob. I like to say we're in bed with MeUndies. Okay, we got a good relationship, and we love seeing their sponsorships all over this channel. And I like having them under the jeans, okay? So get yourself a pair, be comfortable, whether it's a 10-hour flight to London or just kicking back at the house in your underwear. You know, so help you. Make your choices.
Quite nice.
What am I excited for in London? I haven't been to London in 4 or 5 years. Last time I was there, Joel, Ruben, and I conned Machinima into sending us to Minecon Paris.
I remember that.
We were there for a full
That story.
afternoon. We absconded, went to Paris, went to London, went to Scotland. It was very easy to go beep, 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 beep. So I don't know. I'm just, you know, I think it'll be fun to be back in town. You know, I'm letting the new timers, first timers, whatever word you'd like to use to describe it.
Do we have we don't have a layover, do we?
God, no.
Non-stop.
Non-stop. Anywhere you go, there's nowhere worth going that isn't worth going directly. Does that make sense?
I had a
think
layover before in Greenland, I think, is where our layover was
Greenland.
before.
Greenland?
I think so.
That's Iceland.
Iceland?
There's no way your layover was in Greenland.
Maybe it was
on like some
Iceland.
like icy plateau.
Some kind
Greenland
of
is
land.
ice and Iceland is green.
It's some kind of land of ice or green.
All right.
Greenland's just like desolate. It's just like, here's a marmot, here's some lichen, here's a whale that
Oh.
people have butchered.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not there then.
But Iceland's a very popular stopover on the way to.
That might be. Yeah, that might be it then.
That would be worth stopping for. I've been to Iceland 3 times and I love it. I need to go back. So I don't know. I'm just like, Lindsay, we have one day off kind of for exploring because we have the Let's Party Rooster Teeth event, which is really partly how we got out there. We had to kind of commit to doing a couple things for RT. We scratch your back, you fly us here so we can see the fans. We're gonna do a Patreon meetup. Trying to do that everywhere we go. We've got an actual signing on the. There's a bee or a wasp or a fly.
Great.
We got a signing on Saturday. I'm on the Let's Play panel at some point with a bunch of people, so it's a good mix. But Friday's your day, Linz, James, Jacob. Boy, if there's one person I've seen excited to go to another country, it's Jacob. Positively overflowing with excitement, the way he always is.
I think once we
Beaming.
get on the plane and I have to sit next to Jacob, I'm actually like, I don't know, I'm excited to sit next to Jacob and force him into conversation and
You're excited about that?
yeah.
That's good. That's why I
It's like
specifically
it's a
sat you
challenge.
next to each
It's
other.
a challenge that I
I better hope
want
his
to.
headphones die or something.
No, he talks to me.
The drinking age is lower
Yeah.
in England, so that'll probably
Hey,
help.
get him a shot over the ocean.
Yeah,
Some nice Baileys.
yeah, that'll be.
Some
that's
Baileys
the
in
plan.
the rocks,
What are you gonna do when you have to go to the bathroom? You're gonna be like, Jacob, excuse me, can I get up? I have to go tinkle. And he'll be
No,
like,
there's no seats in front of us. There's probably going to be like that little bit of extra room, or because you're sitting in the
you
middle
think,
as well,
you
right?
think that you can just get up and walk?
Yeah,
There's that much room
Yeah.
on this plane?
I think so.
I hope.
Because it's the bulkhead. So you don't have to be oh, excuse me. It's like it's more like you
Just
can
go-
have
just
a little.
going
You can
there,
have
I
like
think.
a little bit of room.
Yeah, I don't think we
did
have that.
upgrade our seats. I forgot that
Yeah.
I did that.
We don't
Yeah.
have that coming back though.
Coming back, hopefully we'll just all hate each other. We'll be so sick of each other after 5 days. No one will want to talk. You will have to be like, Jacob, get the fuck out of my way. I have to piss.
I gotta pee so bad. Get up.
And he'll just pretend he can't hear you until you piss your pants.
Oh, guys, sounds very exciting. I hope you're all looking forward to it.
When are you gonna... Where should we go domestically? What's on your eye? You want to go to New York Comic Con?
Dude, I don't care about I only haven't been to Michigan and some other fucking.
Yeah, well, we were supposed to go to Michigan, weren't we? Guess who fucked that up?
Was it
I
him?
think it was a multiple.
It was you and Rob.
All right.
go to-
I didn't know you were so sour about not going to Michigan.
I'm very sour. I was very excited to...
Fucking go there yourself, dude. Go see the.
Have you gone to Alaska?
No, I haven't been to Alaska. But it's I'm not like, let's go to Alaska, boys. Let's go to Anchorage and.
Why not?
I don't know. Let's
I
get in the
wouldn't go
crab
to
boat.
Anchorage,
I
but-
don't know what's.
It's just nice.
Hawaii.
Go see some
I'd like
glaciers.
to go to Hawaii. That'd be cool. Maybe once the
You could
volcanoes.
go to Hawaii.
Maybe once the
Hawaii, yeah.
volcanoes chill out for a bit, I'll go down there. But at the moment,
You want to do a Patreon meetup in Hawaii?
like one person,
We'll take it.
one or two people that show up on a canoe.
Great. Well, there's no crowd too small when it comes to Patreon.
That's true.
No, I feel
Seattle?
like Hawaii's overrated.
Overrated? What
Have
do you think?
been?
It's like everybody's destination
How
for
many
like
times have you been to Hawaii?
0.
And you think Hawaii's
I
overrated?
mean, I
You
just
said you heard it's overrated.
It's just like everybody's fucking travel go-to. It's like, pick something different for once.
What makes it overrated? Like you get there and it's not.
I don't
cool
know.
and
It's just
beautiful
like
and the
everybody
beaches and-
everybody goes there. It's probably crowded.
So it's too mainstream for you.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
too much.
You'd rather go to I don't know, Detroit or Guam,
No, I don't want to go to Detroit. Heard bad things about that.
like Tennessee, or
Nashville.
Ohio.
Yeah. Oh, let's
you've
talk about
been-
Ohio.
Oh yeah, Ohio.
You don't need to go there.
You've been to Ohio.
You used to live next there.
Huh?
What's the top 3 travel destinations you think people are overlooking then? Say no to Hawaii, and instead you'd like to see people going, Amish country, Pennsylvania.
No, there's nothing there. If you just don't want just a good ice cream, I guess, with Turkey Hill ice cream.
There you go.
I don't really know. The thing is, a lot of the places, like I'm saying, like this ice cream and stuff like that. I have like specific ice cream that's in PA, and like I have like bologna that's in PA and stuff like that.
Bologna?
Yeah, there's like this Amish bologna. I would get my mom to send it to me every so often. I'd call her up and be like, send me a batch, like when I'd start craving it.
Send me a batch of bologna.
And she would, but this time around, I asked her like 4 weeks ago. I was like, can you send me the bologna, but can you also send me like my favorite ice cream that's over there too? And she said yes, and then like 4 weeks later, or 3 weeks later, I still hadn't received any. And then she texts me and says, you know, you can just buy this online. So she didn't do anything that I asked and just instead told me to just buy it myself. So it just seems like, you know, if you really want a taste of a certain place, like you just order it online now. You don't even need to go anymore. Yeah, so I just ordered my ice cream and ordered my bologna online.
How do you order like a culture and
you just watch Moana? Why go to Hawaii when you can
I just watch some like I just watch some YouTube videos of like the Pennsylvania.
So like
Amish,
Lancaster,
you know?
for the bologna would be one stop that people probably have overlooked at some point.
They also have like this weird like pumpkin soup that they have out there that I remember.
Pumpkin soup.
I went on a field trip out there and there was like some pumpkin soup. It tastes like absolute shit. It's like pumpkin corn soup.
So
or
don't get the
like
pumpkin
Don't
soup. I don't
get
think
the
people would
pumpkin
normally fucking have pumpkin soup.
It was definitely an Amish thing. It tasted like ass though. It was really bad. But it was like a part of, you know, taking all that in for that field trip. Either way, I'm sure you could order it online. It's just not even a big deal. So I don't think you need to go anywhere.
Okay.
Just watch some stock images or stock videos on YouTube of the place that you want to go while you're eating the food from there. And you kind of take it all in. And the good thing is you can escape at any moment and you can just go right back to your own bed.
This is like really sad. Like, I'm getting depressed.
It's good.
And you get homesick watching the laptop. Just close the laptop.
You can just close it and you're back home. And you snap right back into reality. It's like, I'm home. I've been home this whole
While you're
time.
watching the laptop.
Easy.
Does your
Oh boy.
girlfriend push for you to, or there destinations you think would be fun, maybe as a couple, or maybe there's some place that she would go that maybe you wouldn't normally go?
She has family in Florida. So Florida's kind of been like a back and forth. Like I don't know about Florida. I mean, we went for Minecon.
Yeah.
I don't know about Florida.
I don't know about Florida. You know, they got a lot of shit that goes on in Florida.
It
man.
depends on where you
There's a
where
lot of
her
Orlando
family
for-
is from. You
For
know.
Minecon.
There's a lot of shit that goes down in Florida, though. I mean, they got like a storm or something that's over there right now, or at least there
Flow
was.
is on the way, I think,
It's
right?
like, I don't want to go over there right now.
Carolinas, it looks like, but yeah, it's hurricane season.
Damn, dude. It's always hurricane season.
Yeah,
It's a natural disaster.
once shit
You
like
just threw
that clears
something onto
up.
my leg, off of your body.
But that's pretty much the only place.
Florida. What about you?
Top 3 underlooked travel destinations.
No, more like, you know, your lady friend, maybe she wants to go here. Maybe you wouldn't normally go there, but maybe you would do it, you know, as a couple.
As a couple, like, I don't know. There's places I want to go. I've been to Thailand once.
Oh, wow, you
That was
have.
very cool. I
How
was
old were
very
you?
young.
Yeah.
Probably 10. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's a pretty interesting place over there. But I like to go to Japan at some point. I thought about that a bit. It just seems like a very far out there place. Or South Korea. Probably one of those 2 neighboring areas. I don't know if you said you went to China.
So
That
Japan
seems like
and China, they couldn't be more
a far
apart as far as experiences go. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Japan's fun though, for sure. You can knock out a bunch. Just depends. It's kind of hard, you know, to commit to it. You could go like Thailand, Japan, South Korea, do a tour of.
For all the stuff that I've seen in terms of Japan, because I've wanted to go for, you know, on and off forever. But all the guides that I've read were all like, you know, you got to dedicate quite a bit of time, because it's like you won't hit everything that you want to hit out there within, like, if you just gave it a couple days, like, you're not going to be able to hit everything that you want to hit. So like you need to give it like kind of ample time if you were to take a trip over there.
What would you like? What is that pertaining towards?
just like if you had like things in mind, like the bullet train or stuff like that, it's like that they're like certain sites that are like the go-tos are kind of really far apart, and it would take like day trips to get to each one. So like you would be spending a lot of time kind of traveling between them all, and so it's kind of hard to hit everything that you would want to hit. Like if you wanted to see like
so like plan ahead for
yeah.
Even
like
if you're planning ahead, yeah, it is easy to get like sucked into a day. Like, oh, let's go to Harajuku and like let's go shopping. Let's go to da 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 da. Yeah, that's one I think for sure is like everybody goes to Japan, and you would probably want to be like, let's try to do stuff off the beaten path. Let's try and you could go to just Tokyo, and like when I went, I didn't get out of Tokyo at all, and I would have liked to. But yeah, it's like it's hard. Yeah. I went there for Tokyo Game Show though too, and I was trying to shoot something, so it was weird. But yeah, let's commit a week. Well, if you're both on board for Japan, then you need to get a passport. Da. We'll figure it out.
Cool, dude. I mean, that was just more of like a place I'd want to go at some point.
You were just making conversation.
Yeah,
You weren't serious about it.
I was just making conversation with you. I mean, you sat here and
Feature
asked.
him over there.
Well, I got something we can make conversation about.
Heck yeah.
How about our next sponsor? How about ShipStation? You run a lot of small businesses. You ship a lot. Can you imagine if let's say we didn't have fulfillment, right? Let's say we didn't have Rooster Teeth sending the merch out and we had to do it all ourselves. Let's say we had foolishly committed our Patreon to have like stickers, posters, t-shirts, and someone had to ship all that stuff out.
Let's say you made a
through
bunch
that
of
before.
plushies and then you ordered them all to one destination, and someone had to manually box them up and send them out.
Been through that before.
Glad I missed that. Well, you know what? When you're selling online, getting your orders out the door can be very tough. That's why you need ShipStation.com. It's the fast and easy way to manage and ship all your orders all from one place. ShipStation helps you get orders out quickly and keep customers happy. Whether you're selling on your own website, Shopify, Squarespace, Etsy, BigCommerce, WooCommerce, or over 75 other popular channels, ShipStation brings all your orders into one simple interface, making it really easy to manage from any device, even from your cell phone. When you're trying to run your own business, manage stuff, yeah. Like I do so much business for us on my phone, and you want something that's like, cool, can I take like 20 different things and just simplify it to one interface? Cool, I can manage all my accounts, ship out, that's huge. Again, we don't, but if we did, that's absolutely how I would want it. It'd be like, okay, I can run this business off my phone. Maybe I'm out of the office. Maybe I'm at home. There's no sleeping really, on your business when you're running your own business. So for all of you out there that are kind of, maybe you're an artist and you're trying to ship out your prints, you're trying to ship out your rewards, even if you are doing something like, like Patreon, or, if you're a streamer and there's rewards, stuff like that. ShipStation just makes it a lot easier. Simplifies, manage everything. You can be the overlord of your empire, with one app. With ShipStation, you can also create shipping labels for all the top carriers, including UPS, FedEx, USPS. With ShipStation, you'll ship more in less time with the best rates available. No wonder ShipStation is the #1 choice of online sellers. Right now, you can try ShipStation free for 30 days. And get an additional month free only if you use our promo code CCTV. Go to ShipStation.com. Before you do anything else, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in CCTV. That's ShipStation.com. Enter CCTV. ShipStation. Make ship happen. ShipStation.
Make
Multi-time.
They always have a lot of good quotes for the ship, right? They had a couple last time.
I think it's always been make ship happen, but
Yeah,
we're
make
just
ship.
impressed with it every time we hear it. But
Maybe that's
no, man, simplify your life. Thank you, ShipStation, for being one of those businesses that kind of just gets it.
I heard a
hustle.
weird ad on the radio today when I was getting my lift over here. It wasn't super weird, but it was just like the guy talked in like a normal voice through the whole thing. It was like for tacos. And I forget what the place was. Obviously, it wasn't like Torchy's, but it started with a T. And they were just like saying about Taco Tuesday, and like at the very end, he just like broke out into like this like taco, and like just kept going like for long enough that the Lyft driver changed the channel. But like it got me thinking, like I want.
Your lift's here.
Who the fuck is this? It's Amazon delivery telling me that they're late with their fucking package, and they can fuck right off because I ordered some converters, and
It's like an
They were late.
anti-ad read as you complaining about a brand.
but yeah. Anyway, she changed it, and it got me thinking. Like radio It's weird because like there's I wonder if radio personalities, the people that do those infomercials and stuff like that, you know how like commercials, like infomercials that we watch, like you got like Billy Mays and like, you know, oh, that's a lot of damage, and like there's a lot of memes that come out of like infomercials. I wonder if there's like an equivalent to that like in radio. Like there's well-known like voice actors, there's well-known like commercial people, but I've never heard of like, are there well-known radio voices where it's like
a long Lyft ride.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I live an hour away, so I mean, it was a long Lyft ride, but it got me thinking about that. I was like, I wonder if like this guy that like if they bring somebody on that's just like a notable voice,
famous DJs. I mean, when I was in New England, there was like WAAF, which was a rock station. There always be a guy on there called Bob Hanna. He sounded like he had a smoker's cough, and he introduced the next rock and roll song.
But are they so popular that they're like a Nolan North or like a Troy Baker, you know? Like their voice is like so distinctive, or is it just there?
Started on radio. I mean, that's like the first people were like notable.
There's like
radio
famous DJs.
But do you think they have like do they have like a convention, like a radio convention, where they're just like, I know your voice, you know?
I like the idea of the hyper niche of they're on radio, but they're just like spokespeople, like the Billy Mays of radio. That's kind of interesting niche. Like, okay, not like Wolfman Jack, but like, okay, who this guy specifically? Just
I do wonder if like I had a radio station back home where it was Rush
Limbaugh.
I guess it was I don't want to say it was racy, but I wonder if he still does the same shtick that he used to do, because it was a black dude who his tagline was always like, "Where are the white women at?" Some shit like that is what he would do, and I wonder
like
if
Lancaster.
Yeah. I don't know if
you were like picking up like transmissions from like Philadelphia or something.
No, he made it like a soundbite too. It might have been. I mean, no, I don't think it was Philadelphia. No, it wasn't Philadelphia. It was a local station, but like I wonder if he still does that same shtick, because I mean that might be. You can't be doing that these days. Can't be saying that. Where the white women at? Can't do that.
Maybe you know, the risque nature, like Howard Stern. You know, you can make off color if you're known for it. But he's on Sirius, right? He's got his. I mean, he's also an empire of, you know, years. But
he still does stuff consistently now.
Yeah. His show's still going.
I mean, had Alex Jones.
It's very.
He's like a personality on the broadcasting spectrum.
I just think it's like if there's just a voice that's popular, but like you don't necessarily have like a face attached to it, because like even voice actors these days are kind of more.
Video killed the radio star.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely true. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it's like even
face made for radio is a
people like Nolan North and Troy Baker are like more popular now.
People.
It's like, not fair, because Nolan North and Troy Baker are both very attractive. They could be leading men, but like,
that is true.
There's people in radio who are dog ugly.
But I feel like when I was playing games and stuff, it's like there's a lot of Nolan North and Troy Baker projects that like I wouldn't have connected. You know, I wouldn't have connected the two. But like when they have each individually like big projects like Uncharted or like Last of Us and stuff like that, and they're like both in them and shit like that. It's like. It's weird because now it's like I hear, oh, there's a shit ton of Nolan Norths in Spider-Man, and like it's instantly, it's like I picture him, like I can literally see him in the fucking booth voicing everybody now, and I never used to do that. You know, he's in like the Arkham games and stuff like that. It's like,
do you wish you didn't know what Nolan North looked like?
No, I'm actually kind of happy that I know.
It doesn't break your immersion too much?
I'm happy that I like know certain voice, like I can distinctively, like, you know, Lee from The Walking Dead, he's in Spider-Man too. And instantly it's like right when you start the side mission up and it's like you hear his voice and I'm like, oh my God, it's like, because it's weird because it like kind of brings back like the emotions of that game too and that role that they were in. So if it was like a really big Troy Baker's like, you know, Joel, Last of Us, it's like it brings back you playing that game too. So I don't know, it's weird the way it all kind of connects.
You have like a weird affinity for the NPC who's voiced by the same
that normally
actor.
would not have even the slightest bit of a role in my mind. Like there would be no significance to this random side character, this NPC that I could give two shits about or whatever, but like knowing full well, oh, it's Nolan North, or knowing that it's Troy Baker, or, you know, Lee from The Walking Dead, or like any of these like well-known people, or the people that are becoming more well-known. You know, it's really weird. Maybe you get like a different appreciation for it or something now.
What'd you feel when you saw Greg from Kind of Funny in the Spider-Man game? I'm sure you were very
I actually
excited.
didn't catch it at first. I only saw his references after the fact, and then I realized that I guess that was him because
That
I
was
like
a meme. It's kind of like a specific meme because it's like
'Cause
him
there's-
shirtless, wearing the mask.
in that scene. There's like a shit. It's like a Halloween party, so like there's a shit ton of Spider-Man people dressed up as Spider-Man anyway. So like there was just like one that was shirtless, and I didn't even really like think twice about it really. So that's like more of like a little Easter egg, I guess, than anything. Because like even then, no one would bat an eye unless you knew that was a Greg Miller reference. You know, no one would really know.
It's like people playing pit people. You guys are in that video game.
Yeah,
And so
they
it's
had to
like
find us.
the cow.
Yeah.
But if you didn't know, you'd be like, what is this?
I just wonder if the same thing
is
that
this-
I'm saying about the voice actors and stuff. I wonder if like if I ever had a gig where like I was a, you know, a voice in a game, like if that same connection
Aren't
would
you?
happen. Well, I'm in Happy Wheels and I'm in Guts and Glory, but I mean,
But you're
not like a triple
you don't
A
have
like
an
level.
a volume of work. you've done at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I could put that on my resume, but like if I was in like a AAA game as like an NPC or something, somebody that died or something like that, I wonder if like people would make that connection the same way.
People who have watched hours of your YouTube would probably feel like that. They'd be like, oh, this is James.
Well,
Protect this NPC with my life. Interesting. I bet.
hit me up for some projects, AAA companies.
AAA company.
Yeah, come on.
Somebody watching from.
That's why we need a big Hollywood agent. I get it now.
We do have
Yeah.
random people that watch the video, like I guess just watch the channel at times. Like they'll message us through email.
Yeah.
Like I had somebody that knew the bassist from Day to Remember was like asking about Cow Chop. We've met people that know like musicians and obviously video game companies, but just like people that have their own businesses. They'd be like, hey, you know, the stuff we get in the P.O. box constantly are from people that, you know, just do their own thing, but they watch us on the side and be like, hey, I'm gonna make this product, and they send it to us.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I want to be in the next Supermassive game. I want to be in the next like Until Dawn sequel, along with Sean Ashmore. I want to be like right there next to him, and I'll do the facial capture and everything.
We'll get an agent, dude.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, it would be. I could
Get
do
an
that.
agent. Yeah. That'd be your top pick. Any game to be in?
If I were to pick a game to like be in, I think a Moral Compass game like that I think would be hilarious. If
people could,
especially
like-
if it's one where they could like their choices could kill me.
Yeah.
I think that would be the absolute best. And I mean, some Minecrafters have that, I guess, in the Minecraft Telltale game, technically, right?
It's true.
Yeah, a Moral Compass game I think would be one that I would want to be in, where they can kill me or save me.
Speaking of people almost getting killed in character, I was talking in the office earlier about a story before, I was cut off per usual, but
Oh, you saved this for the podcast?
oh, kind of, Mr. Respectful Dr. Disrespect. Did you know that he was shot at recently inside his house? His house, a drive-by happened, allegedly, right?
Why are you smiling?
Because it happened again today.
What?
Today?
He was shot at again?
So he went on stream. I guess he was streaming. Then he left the stream, had to go do something urgent. Came back out of character and was like, "I have to stop the stream. My house was shot at. It was shot at yesterday, but this time it went in the house and it hit the ceiling." And he's like, "Somebody shot at me. Somebody shot at the house."
Where does he live?
Where the fuck does he live?
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
I don't know where he
Somebody
lives.
knows. I mean,
I'm sure.
I think
don't
he
have
lives
enough-
somewhere in Southern California, but I don't know where he lives.
I know because I think you're right, because he has been out to like the conventions and stuff, and he has like rented cars while he was here in Los Angeles, right? At least at
Yeah.
one point, or in California, which takes a little bit of effort, I guess. I don't know.
well, who would shoot at Dr. Disrespect?
Somebody have like a vendetta towards the character.
I mean, that's
He disrespected
Just
me.
character, or just like
one thing to go to someone's house and like throw eggs at his house. It's another to show up and shoot bullets into something.
Yeah.
Like, that's like crazy. What?
I think it was a drive-by. Like people would just drive by and just shoot at the house.
But 2 days in a row.
So like all the houses, like he was just like one of
Someone's
the.
like, I hope I kill
or
a
was
baby
it
in one of
targeted
these houses.
Yeah.
I think it's. I mean, if you get your house shot at twice, you know what I mean. Like once, maybe that's like kind of fucked up. But the second time, like, I mean, how many times do you have to get shot at before you're like, okay, I think
He just might
someone's
be in a
targeting me.
really bad neighborhood.
Well, he has the money. I think it's time to move. End of the week.
Yeah, get the
Sorry,
fuck out of
there's
there.
no reason. You have the resources. Go. I don't know what's happening or
Dude.
why that's happening. That's crazy.
What if you make like a character and like the character is like so
A villain?
like he's like a well I guess so, right? Or but what if you're like a good guy character? Because everybody has like a shtick. So like if your shtick is like you're like a superhero or something like that, and then somebody's like, I want to be that person's villain, and like IRL, and they
creepy.
become that person's like protagonist, and then you're living
yes.
like Batman comic
Antagonist.
IRL.
Yeah.
Like somebody took the doctor like they're like, I'm gonna be this guy's bad guy.
Yeah.
So the villain's bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the lair.
Maybe he's gonna be Dr. Respect, and like
It's more like an anti-hero, really. So it's more like an antagonist to the anti-hero.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's probably
crazy.
just some like member of a gang or something like that that just, you know, didn't really second guess it. But
Interesting.
I mean, can you imagine?
I mean, someone broke into Post Malone's house with a gun recently,
He's not a superhero.
but he's like a personality.
He ain't a superhero.
He was in a scary plane incident as well.
Yeah.
And he survived a car crash too. That's got to take some type of strength.
Yeah, but who's his protagonist? God?
He is the protagonist.
No, he's the who's the antagonist then? God.
There you go. You know who's not an antagonist? Our final sponsor. It's very warm out here. And I just want to make sure we hit all the points, but Loot Crate. What is Loot Crate? A monthly subscription box delivered direct to your door with exclusive pop culture collectibles, apparel, and gear. Loot Crate curates, designs everything themselves. You won't find these items anywhere else. No matter what you geek out about, this is for you. I see you're excited that we've got a Loot Crate here. Let's open it up. James and I cheated and looked at it. And I
You did? What the fuck, you
Aw,
guys?
you guys cheated?
Why can't you ever just save the surprises, dude? That's the whole point of Loot Crate.
Why are you looking at me? I just walked up and it was already open.
On the other side.
I just looked in.
Other
true.
side. See?
No, like
Curiosity.
the front.
This
the
is
front.
lit. This is we saved
There you
one
go.
pure experience for the podcast.
You want to know what's in it? I'll
We
spoil it
just
for
tell you.
you.
Well, don't
Shut
we'll just
up.
I'll
spoil it.
spoil it for you.
Do you remember what's in it?
There's
Yeah, I remember
there's a
what's in it.
courage pin in there.
That's
Dude, you're spoiling it for me. Look at this
That's a cool
box
box.
of goodies.
There's an Office Space
you're
shirt in there.
applying them. You say that's a cool box.
Yeah. What?
What's so cool about the box? The box is okay.
I like the pattern.
It's an okay box. It's cool.
The pattern's tripping me out. I think there's a reason why it's like that, though.
People who get excited about the box sound like the people like you're on Twitch. And they
Can I have
do
that
the-
Rick and Morty statue?
Okay, listen. We don't have a ton of time here. Let's
Just
just go
open
through
it.
it real quick. Look, this is what you can do.
Give me that.
We got a Rick and Morty.
Give me that.
This is not like a loot box like unboxing, but look, there's a
Right.
lot of stuff. There's something for everybody. There's a Morty Monster Mayhem figure. I
want
want
that.
this freaking Courage the dog pin.
me
Drop
that.
my phone on the ground. That's how excited I am.
Well, maybe if you had the Batman pop socket, you wouldn't be dropping your phone as much. Why don't you take
That's
this
smart, dude.
one? Lindsay, this is definitely a you.
Harley Quinn notebook. What's this shirt?
Oh, the shirt. There you go.
It's Office Space. And we actually did
How'd you know that?
well, it said it on the Mayhem edition of this.
Oh, it's Mayhem edition.
But also, if you take a look, you see the bats with the machine.
The,
you know what I mean?
printer is
The
forming a
TPS
skull.
reports are in the background too. I didn't even see that.
That's actually a pretty cool shirt.
That is a cool shirt. What is it? It's a large. Dude,
I'll take it. Okay. Over 30 million crates have been sold for Loot Crate. Their most original and popular Loot Crate is a curated collection of items from the best pop culture franchises. The October Crate has 4 incredible franchisees, including Attack on Titan, American Horror Story, Gremlins, Evil Dead 2. There's a guaranteed shirt in every crate. Loot Crate packs $50 worth of value into each crate for less than $20 a month. You can't lose. This crate will sell out. You must order by this week to guarantee yours, as this will sell out. Get the best surprises each month from the largest geek and gaming subscription company. Geek out in style with Loot Crate. Subscribe now by going to lootcrate.com/CCTV. Enter our code CCTV to save an exclusive 15% off your subscription. You go to lootcrate.com/CCTV. 15% off. Look, it's super fun. Maybe you're more into anime than gaming. It's not just the one box like it used to be with Loot Crate. You can pick and choose what's important to you. This is a cool thing. I'm excited for my Courage pin. I definitely did not expect to see a Courage pin.
you mean my Courage pin?
Don't even fuck with me, dude.
It's now my. You
You were still
got a
in diapers
Batman.
when I was watching Courage the Cowardly Cowardly Dog.
What are you
watching him
talking? Why are
freak
you watching
out.
The Courage of the Cowardly Dog when you were in your 30s? Like, what's wrong with
I said you were in diapers.
Yeah,
So that
you were in
implies
your
that-
30s.
That implies that I was like 12.
It implies that you're definitely a lot older than that. You
do
enjoy
you-
your Batman pop
when
socket.
do
That looks
you-
like the old one when they made the cartoon in the 60s after the war.
I'll give this to someone I know who's a Batman fan. This is my Courage pin. Don't mess with me.
And then
now.
James gets all the Rick and Morty stuff
There's
Yeah.
only one Rick
just
and
because he
Morty
has
guy.
Pickle Rick tattooed on his gooch.
He is Mr. Rick
Here,
and
I got
Morty.
something for you.
How do you feel about that? You are Mr. Rick and Morty. Do you?
Thanks,
Did
Lindsay.
it bother you when you were like, I love this show, I'm gonna invest in it, and then you see Pickle Rick kid freaking out on the floor? Doesn't that bug you sometimes?
It bugs me, man.
Fandoms?
Bugs me, man. I don't like those memes. I don't like people making fun of the show. It's a good show.
It's a good show.
And then it just became a joke because people said you had to have a certain IQ to watch it, to understand it. And I don't think that's fair. I think
not fair.
everybody should be able to enjoy the show.
Fareed's calling me. Should I answer this phone call? I am so sweaty.
Me too.
Hi, Fareed. You're live on CCTV. What's up?
Nobody knows what he's saying, but it's important. It's got to be important.
You have speaker, you
Can you
know.
hear him?
No.
Fareed, I thought I was being clever. Can you talk to CCTV again?
Hey CCTV listeners, Fareed here, calling in to talk about some exciting Cow Chop merch coming out soon.
What? Cow Chop merch? That's incredible, Fareed. What's up with that?
Oh, there's some great, fantastic, stylish Cow Chop merch coming out for the end of September.
There is?
Fans are gonna love it.
He just keeps saying merch. He's not saying anything.
You know, Fareed, I heard that the baseball jerseys that people loved from RTX are finally available as of last Thursday. So people watching this podcast now can go score a sweet Cow Chop baseball jersey if they want. But we got more stuff coming down the pipeline, isn't that right?
We got some great stuff coming down the pipeline, Brent. To all those CCTV listeners who are faithful Cow Chop fans,
I don't think he
you're
actually
gonna
knows
love
what's
it.
coming
I don't
out.
think he knows about.
I don't think he
Very
knows.
cool. Very cool, Fareed. Very cool.
Very cool.
Okay, well, I'll call you after the podcast wraps up.
Bye.
Bye. See you in London. Fareed's also going to London, as is Lewis. I'm literally dripping sweat. That's how
Yeah.
hot this back patio is.
Last CCTV was pretty
Heavy.
it was pretty heavy. Got some responses back.
I'm
I'm
burning.
sure.
Oh,
What are you reacting to? It's hard to tell.
I'm reacting to Lindsay having to vocalize that she's burning
yeah.
in the middle of
That's
my
what she does.
monologue.
Why are
here.
you sitting up like that?
Because
Sweat's running down your back.
I don't know why I bother. I don't know why I even try at this point.
It's okay. You know
Why
what?
do I
It's a
try?
light-hearted, free-spirited CCTV. Save the drama for the subreddit, okay? Save the drama for your Tumblr threads and your subtweets. Yeah, I saw them. Don't worry about it. Let's just have a little fun. You know what? What's done is done. I got a Courage the Cowardly Dog.
You can't even
fan.
say it right.
We're
You're over
going to
here. I've been
London.
watching since you were in your diapers. I don't know. Kaboogle the Persian mongoose. What show is this?
When you talk about
Give
like
me this
whatever
fucking bag.
Russian cartoons they put on for you at the Gulag, okay? I don't want to hear about my.
There was a
fucking
couple of
classic-
communist, very influenced cartoons that I watched growing up for sure.
We watched some when we were in Moscow. Saturday morning cartoons. We watched a little bit. It was pretty good.
Yep.
Listen, I'm sorry you're not coming with us to London.
I'm not.
I know that you're not.
Go enjoy the Wilshire pudding and I don't know, shopping in Adidas or wherever you guys are gonna go.
We just go to McDonald's, an Adidas store. That's our whole.
Oh,
cultural
do they have a
experience.
special item in the London McDonald's? Do
There
they
you
have a
go.
special
I
item?
have to see. They had poutine when I went to Montreal. That was interesting. I couldn't eat it, but it was interesting.
They're gonna have
Um,
less items.
The black burger.
The black burger. This is the one from Japan.
You know, they're building when I went to Chicago, sorry.
No,
they're
that was-
building a McDonald's in downtown, I guess, Chicago. It's not done yet, I don't think. Or maybe it was, because the drive-thru, I think, was working. Where they have all of the special items, supposedly.
Oh, it's
At
like
least that's what the
Eat
Lyft
List.
driver said, that there's like a McDonald's that's being built that has all of those exclusive ones, including the black burger. So they'll have like all of the stuff that everybody had, like, you know, even the McRib and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I guess they have like, they're gonna have a McDonald's. I forget what it's called. It's like a specialty
So,
McDonald's.
so Lancaster bologna, Chicago special McDonald's, and Florida when the hurricanes die down.
Perfect. The Dubai McDonald's has a bunch of special stuff too. I wish we were popping over to Dubai, but
Well, the Chicago one might have it. That's all you have to do is just go to that
Just
one
go to
place.
Chicago instead of Dubai. It's night and day. All right, it's very hot. We gotta go. Fucking balls will be sweaty enough. At least they'll be comfortable in my MeUndies. Thanks for watching. See you in a couple weeks. Hopefully we survive our trip. We'll see those of you in London. Timeline, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, shit.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's what they're doing in our schools, too. They're dumbing down our kids through the schools. They're attacking us from every front.
Sure, absolutely.
Teaching our children complete lies in school, especially history books. History books in school are nothing but complete lies.
You're right. It's history the way somebody else may see it, and their version's being taught to everyone.
Right. So what's the use of education if our kids are going to school every day and being taught nothing but lies?
Vagina!